Hello and welcome back to something new, something really cool, and something that I've been really excited to show all of you for the last 1.5 weeks, 2 weeks, somewhere there. This is a racing wheel. We're throwing it all the way back to 2001 to 2004 when this was manufactured, the Logitech Momo Force, often known as the Red Momo. What it does have is force feedback, which was sort of new back in the day. Now, because I am playing FORZA, it's not an older game back then. It's a 2018 game, so this wheel isn't really compatible with the force feedback aspect of Forza Horizon 4, but you're still able to use it, and that's the good part. I haven't actually been able to find any games that are compatible, any old games from back then that are compatible with the force feedback of this wheel. Let's actually get into it. Let's go for a bit of driving. I was just driving with the KTM Expo GT4, and up until today actually, I wasn't able to configure the centering spring really. So let's say, I'm going to come to a halt really. Let's say I steer to the left. On its own, the wheel will recenter. Hey, that's pretty cool for something that came out in 2001. Something that I haven't really mastered yet, or done enough practice really on, is drifting or cross-country driving. And really just recovering the car from any bad turns that I make. I haven't been able to master that yet, or really get well acquainted with it, but mainly just control of it on the straights. Well, that's not too hard, you just floor it, but yeah, control of it on the straights, and cross country, basically just getting used to, steering in the other direction. And the best part is you've got that resistance feeling in the steering wheel that I didn't actually have before, because that centering spring wasn't working. Now, something that if you are someone who watches a lot of sim racers driving on YouTube, they're going to be driving with this view or with this view. But I haven't gotten used to that yet. It's still kind of hard for me. I know I have to change things with the field of view to make it a lot easier for myself and a lot more realistic. But still, this is harder for me than driving with the chase cam. If I'm in a field of tall grass, I have absolutely no clue what is happening around me, and nor do I know the dimensions of this car. So that was a good corner. That was not bad. Anyway, I still haven't gotten used to driving even like this with having the steering wheel even there. So yeah, again, it's something that I'm going to have to get used to. There's a lot of stuff that I'm going to have to get used to. Using a wheel first, and then driving in first-person view, and then using the paddles. I'm still going to have to get used to all of those. And that will all happen in due time. But today, with my inexperienced driving skills, I will go and do some driving. I do want to say that it's a lot more enjoyable driving like this rather than with the chase cam, but still I haven't really gotten used to that. Yeah, it is a lot more enjoyable driving like this, but I just have to do more practice. To be honest, the thing that really destroys me in the game right now are any lap tracks, because of all those corners, and sometimes it goes from road to dirt or off-road, and that's pretty hard for me because I haven't gotten used to that. Again, moving from left to right and back again, and actually keeping it on the road, I haven't gotten used to that. You're probably saying, hey, you're doing garbage resolution right now. Well, that's because my 4-core CPU has to keep up with the wheel, Audacity, OBS, and FORZA. So, we're starting off 8th, and it's raining, which is even worse. Decrease of grip, even though I'm on race tires. Yeah. Let's see how this goes. Up into 7th, gonna lift back on the power, and we're gonna follow the racing line, do a bit of a lift here, and actually a lot of lifting here, but we're coming to a hard left-hander, going to put the brakes on all the way. I'm going to rewind. There's going to be a lot of rewinding in this video. That is for absolute sure. Why did I not press the brake there? Back on the power, and we are up into 5th. Not a bad start. Going from 8th to 5th to 4th. We're going to do some early braking there, but then we go back on the power in this Ferrari F40C. You can't see it, but behind me is the Lego Ferrari F40, not Competizione version. And I go off the track, and because I couldn't flick to the right, and because I have to... It'll come in time. Still, 5th is not a horrible start result. 22% complete this race, and the Mosler passes us, and we get hit into the corner. Really, I put that on myself. Who's behind me? Well, I'm not going to say that they're very far away, because they're not. But we're going to give a few taps to the gas to get through that previous corner, go a little off-road, and completely lose it. I'm not going to say it again. So, back on the power. Don't lose it in this rain. The Ariel Atom, with that snappy engine, is going to completely send it from my left. So I'm going to go a little further back before that corner in order to properly execute it. It's not that there isn't enough downforce or there's something wrong with the camber, it's that we're in the wet and I haven't developed my my driving skills in the wet yet. But that's okay, it will come with time. The Atom swoops by, a bit of a dab of brake, back on the power as quickly as possible. This is one of my fastest cars, so I do expect to have a decent race result at the end. I did some practice earlier today on the Goliath and I ended up getting last. Still, it was a very enjoyable experience. The walls will slow me down as the Ultima goes by. Oh, where is this thing going? I must say it is a bit of a workout, going left, right, left, right. This does not in any way prepare me for road driving because I'm not doing left, right, left, right. I'm not going over 60 miles an hour. So no, it doesn't prepare me for road driving, but it's just an enjoyable experience. Bit of break there. I don't know how the game considered that hitting the checkpoint, but why am I not putting the power down? Probably because my fingers are thinking I should be pressing the triggers as the pedals rattle around on the ground, hitting the floor, which makes everything shake. But we're going to hold the line well enough there to still end up in 8th position, 47% done. Another half of the race is coming shortly. Okay, we're coming up to a hard left-hander here. This thing does do very, very well in the top speed department. It does hit around 270, 271, so that's very good. And in terms of the corners, it's not that bad. The stock wing, is that... Wait, is that with the extra... I have no clue. It's a good car, nonetheless, and that corner was the best corner so far in this race. Gonna go with a dab of brake there. That was also good. That's 2 good corners in a row. And this one, not steering enough. I need to steer more. Maybe just increase the sensitivity in the settings, but then that means I would have to put some dead zone in the middle. Yeah, there's a plethora of settings to play with in this in the menu, and yep, gonna rewind that. Who's behind me? What is that? It's yellow. I can be pretty sure about that. No clue. Okay, we hit the wall there. So slow down for that corner. Yeah, I'm just used to using my fingers for the throttle and for the brake, so it's a bit of a learning curve for me. Very unfortunate, that corner. Why? Just go straight and then you take a left. Okay. Don't hit the wall. Don't hit the wall. Oh, what is this? Understeer. I'm not last. And I probably won't pass these guys. Maybe. There is a chance. 74% done. I passed one. Yep, I'm just gonna rewind as much as I can. Yeah. I don't want to say first impressions because it's not first impressions, really. But let's call it first impressions. There's a lot to get used to, and oh man, come on. I have to go from here. There's a lot to get used to in terms of using this in races with corners. But other than that, it's really fun to use. Already back up into 9th. Want to get that net of 0 because I started off in 8th position. Use him as a bit of a sidewall and a brake, and then go into a spin. It's like Sebastian Vettel at Formula 1 races. Doesn't matter how many or which ones. The lot of them. We're catching up on 8th position. The walls slow me down a little. 87% done. I do want to get that. Oh wow, it's a straight line race to the finish in the top speed department. Oh, someone slowed down. Someone broke their car. Someone broke their car. That's extremely unfortunate. Will their car still be broken? No. Yes. Oh man. Oh no. No. The game has glitched. The game has glitched and it won't let me rewind. It won't let me rewind. I'll restart the race. It just cut back to here like nothing ever happened. Okay, we're back after many restarts and rewinds. We are back at the end of the race, hoping not to get a buggy rewind once again. In the top speed department, this thing is absolutely killing it, and a flying end to the finish. Wow, that was some weird control at the end, but my Ferrari got it in 3:14, 8th place, which is better than I expected. And yeah, I hope you all liked this video. If you did, leave a like down below. If you are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and leave a comment down below if you do so desire. I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.